Imam Hussein, the Shia symbol of defiance, resistance to oppression. And as British forces prepare now to withdraw, rival Shia militia now jostling to inherit his legacy. Ali Hussein and Ahmad Ali, both members of the Mahdi army, loyal to the cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, who wants the Americans out.
The Americans barge into our houses at night and have no respect for us. This is unacceptable to an Iraqi, especially the way they raid our houses at night. We are devout Muslims, and we can't bear seeing an American soldier standing next to an Iraqi woman.
By night, the Mahdi army are out in force on Karbala's streets. The US military surge in Baghdad has meant a Mahdi army surge here. They've come south to sit out the fighting. But theirs is an army on the run. Although Muqtada al-Sadr retains powerful political influence, the Americans have sought to shut him out of the new Iraq. Signs now that the Mahdi army's fragmenting, disintegration from armed militia into sectarian death squads and armed gangs. Among these pilgrims, two men who wished to be known as Haidar and Maher. They said they'd wanted to set up a resistance group to fight the Americans. Until this happened. It changed everything. Sunni extremists bomb another holy Shia shrine in Samarra. That did it. Their war against infidel invaders became a war against Sunnis, particularly the hardline Islamist Wahhabis.
I cannot tell you how I felt when the shrine of the Imam was bombed. We decided to get intelligence about the Wahhabis. We decided to kidnap them. We questioned them. We don't just take it on trust. If they don't talk, we don't torture them. We just hit them. We only break their main bones in their bodies. We get their confession on disc, then we shoot them with a revolver.
Their death squad was operating in Baghdad until the US surge started. To meet and talk to these men is extremely rare. They showed Channel 4 News DVDs of their bloodied victims confessing, but we were unable to keep them or film them. They accused the Americans of conspiring with the Sunnis.
They came to Iraq and made the situation worse and created the split between Sunnis and Shias. They started it all. They don't want this country to get on its feet. They want to demolish this country.
They say they're not in the Mahdi army. They respect its leader, Muqtada al-Sadr, but clearly don't accept his order banning sectarian attacks. Images of Muqtada and his father are everywhere in Karbala. But while Sadr the son remains widely venerated, his commands less often obeyed these days. His Mahdi army, an increasingly nebulous concept, riddled with renegades and rogue elements. But there's not only Sadr, there's Badr. The 10,000-strong Iranian-trained Badr brigades are commanded by this man, Abdulaziz al-Hakim, who enjoys the unusual distinction of support from Washington and Tehran. His a more organised private army than Muqtada's ragtag militia. It took 5 armoured cars and 250 guards to get al-Hakim from his home to the main shrine in Karbala. He's a top target, as if Shiistan does ever become a reality, he's its most likely leader, not Muqtada. His message to the faithful? Don't break the law. Help rebuild this country peacefully. It's music to America's ears, although the relationship with the occupiers is far from easy. Iranian influence is everywhere here. Iranian tourists, big spenders, Iranian goods fill the bazaars, Iranian money builds facilities for pilgrims, and, say Britain and America, Iran is also arming the militias and death squads too. It's a charge many influential Shias here basically acknowledge.
Look, as a security official, I'm seeing weapons coming in from Iran. We don't know whether the Iranian government knows about it or not. We've seized some of these weapons, but whether they're left over from previous wars or newly smuggled in, I just don't know.